Sir? Hey, can you hear me?
The night wasn't supposed to feel this heavy. It was just past 11 p.m. when Alex Ward, a 33-year-old mechanic, began his usual walk around the block after a long shift at the auto shop. His hands were still stained with grease, his shoulders aching from hours under broken engines. And beside him walked Max. Max wasn't a normal dog. He was a retired canine German Shepherd, forced into early retirement after a mission went wrong. The official report called him too reactive, but Alex knew better. There was something haunted behind Max's eyes, something that never fully left the battlefield. Alex didn't know much about Max's past, but he knew this: Max trusted him, in a way that felt earned, not given. Tonight, Alex just wanted a quiet walk. But the world rarely gives quiet to men who aren't looking for trouble. Halfway down the street, Max stopped. Not slowed, stopped, dead. Ears tilted forward, breathing sharp and focused. "Max? What is it?" The dog didn't blink. Then Max growled, a low, deep vibration that rolled through Alex's bones. And then Max pulled. Hard. "Max, easy!" But the dog was locked onto something Alex couldn't see. He followed anyway, because something about Max felt like instinct older than fear. Max led him down a narrow pedestrian path behind the closed hardware store. Everything seemed fine, nothing strange, until Alex heard it. A faint groan. A sound of a man trying and failing to breathe. Alex's pulse jumped. A man lay on his side near a dumpster, jacket torn, knuckles scraped, blood dripping from a fresh gash on his forehead. Just a stranger, fighting for consciousness. "Sir? Hey, can you hear me?" "They found me. They found me again." Alex's stomach tightened. "Who? What happened?" The man tried to sit up, but winced, pain twisting through his body. "They're coming back. They took something from me. I ran, but they're not done." Max stepped forward, not to attack, but to shield, positioning himself between them and the darkness. Alex swallowed hard. He wasn't a doctor. He wasn't a cop. He was just a mechanic, trying to stay out of trouble. But Max? Max was behaving like he was still on the force. "Stay awake. You're going to be all right." "If they get it back, everything falls apart." "What falls apart? What did they take?" But the man couldn't speak. Max snapped his head toward the far end of the alley. A shadow moved, then another. Someone was coming. Max. The retired canine lowered into a stance Alex had never seen before. Muscles coiled, tail straight, eyes burning with purpose. Two men emerged from the darkness, hoodies, gloves, something metallic in their hands. They froze when they saw Alex, but what truly stopped them was Max. The German Shepherd growled, a rolling thunder that shook the night. Both men stumbled back, and then, with explosive speed, Max lunged. Not wild, not reckless, precise, trained, controlled. Years of canine instinct detonating all at once. One man dropped his weapon. The other ran into the darkness. The wounded man whispered, "That dog, he's canine, isn't he?" Alex didn't answer. He didn't need to. He grabbed the stranger's broken phone. The emergency call still worked. "Ambulance!" Alex yelled into it. "And police! I've got an injured man! Attacked! Send units now!" Max stayed positioned like a shield until the distant sirens grew louder. When officers finally stormed the alley, they froze at the sight. a grease-stained mechanic kneeling beside an injured stranger, and a retired canine guarding them both like he'd never left the force. Paramedics rushed in. One detective, older, sharp eyes, looked at Max for a long moment. "Is that?" he asked quietly. Alex nodded. "Yeah, that's Max." The detective exhaled like he'd just seen a ghost. He wasn't supposed to be on the streets. He wasn't fired. He was pulled from duty because he sensed a dirty officer in his own unit. No one believed him. Alex stared. "What?" The detective nodded toward the injured man being placed on the stretcher. "That man you found? He's a whistleblower. He's been trying to expose a group involved in trafficking stolen technology. The officers protecting that ring tried to silence him." Alex's mouth went dry. "And Max?" he asked. The detective's voice softened. "Max was the only one who sensed something was wrong with them. He warned his handler. Nobody listened. They labeled him unstable, suspended him." Alex looked at Max, sitting calmly beside him, ears alert, eyes bright with purpose. The detective stepped closer. "If your dog wasn't here tonight, that man would be dead. And we'd still have no idea which of our officers is dirty." Alex swallowed the lump in his throat. He placed a hand on Max's neck. "You saved him, buddy." Max leaned into him, as if saying he only did what he was trained to do. As the ambulance pulled away, the detective turned back. "Your dog just reopened a case we thought was buried." He paused. "And you? You may have just stopped something much bigger than you know." Alex didn't feel like a hero. He was just an ordinary man who followed his dog into the dark. But what he and Max did that night would crack open a corruption case, save a life, and remind everyone that truth has a strange way of barking, no matter how many times people try to silence it. If this story moved you, let us know by liking, commenting, touching story, and subscribing for more amazing forever stories.